It's time, are you ready to go? Then head on our way, we've got something to show you. Begin the countdown, because we're bringing the world to you. On the 4:30 show, on the 4:30 show. Let's make a move, here's the band. If you're ready, take your hands, let's go.
Welcome to the show, team. Now today we are here at the beautiful Universal Studios in Hollywood, and we thought we'd put together a must-do list if you're our lucky winner of our California family trip.
That's right, we've just come off one of the coolest and the newest ride here at Universal Studios Hollywood, Despicable Me Minion Mayhem.
And look at that, I found a couple of minions, a little bit bigger than I thought, but so cute. Beetle, beetle, beetle. It's my dream come true.
The ride is amazing. You encounter so many memorable moments from the movie, including the SR6 Stingray. You also swerve, bounce, and plunge into this ultra 3D adventure. And right at the end, everyone has a minion dance party.
It's so cool. I really love the part where you got like stuff thrown at you, like it was banana, and then there was a present. It was awesome, and trying to catch it is so much fun. These guys know how to party though.
And honestly, guys, I am in love. They are so cute. Can we please take them? Oh, I know. Let's swap out Eva Massad for 2 minions. Let's take them back to New Zealand. Yay!
They seem pretty excited about it. Would you like to come on a plane 14 hours?
Yeah!
Well, we might be joined by these guys in studio, you never know. And we've got some great giveaways for you at home too. To win them, just go online to tvnz.co.nz/the430 show and tell us how many daughters Gru adopted. Do you know the answer?
Universal Studios has the most amazing rides, from the brand new Despicable Me Minion Mayhem to Transformers, The Simpsons, Revenge of the Mummy, Jurassic Park and Shrek. It's also the home of some of the most legendary film sets that you can tour around. And our very own Peter Jackson has the world's largest, most intense 3D experience, King Kong. You can also enjoy the shops and eating out along the Universal City Walk.
And something very exciting making its way to Universal Studios Hollywood is the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, and it's coming pretty soon, so I'm pumped for that.
Ah, cool. Hey, one of the things you must do at Universal Studios is the studio tour.
That's right. You hop on one of those trams behind us and they take you on a tour of the 4-acre set where they film lots of legendary stuff.
Yeah, and it's quite a lot of fun too because comedian Jimmy Fallon actually hosts the tour narration.
We had a lot of fun, so we thought we'd put together our highlights for you guys.
To my special host, there he is, everyone, Mr. Jimmy Fallon.
Now, at the beginning of this tour, you get to go past a pretty sweet view of Hollywood, LA.
Fire effect.
I wonder if there's a celebrity in that trailer right there. That's what they for.
This hit television show.
Could be Zac Efron.
This is the backlots in Universal Studios. A lot of the movies and TV shows actually use this backdrop and build fake buildings as their background.
This here is where they filmed the clock tower scene in Back to the Future. So Christopher Lloyd, who played Doc Brown, actually stood up on that ledge where the clock used to be.
Time now to see King Kong 360 in 3D.
Number 4 with...
King Kong is on a rampage!
Oh my gosh, look at these cars. Too Fast, Too Furious, that's my kind of car right there. Oh, Transformers! Turn into a robot! Turn into a robot!
Hollywood is movie central, right? But, you know, California is known for its beautiful sunshine. So if they're shooting different movies and they need it to be raining or flooding, they can just create it in their backlot, like that, magic.
Shoot the water straight up, look at that. It falls just like natural rain.
They can even create more dramatic weather effects like flooding, just like that.
That's a lot of fun.
They can simulate all sorts of effects in this soundstage. It
Okay, so right here, this plane crash is a scene from War of the Worlds. Look at that! How incredible is it? It's like a legit plane crash. I wonder if these people are the survivors. Are you guys all right? You okay? Get out of here!
Well, that is for the
Well,
dog.
Jaws, we all know Jaws, one of the most classic films.
That's a very big celeb. This green
Desperate
and green
Housewives
house
was
coming
on
up
for
on the
8
left.
seasons
Did
in
you
New
know
Zealand.
was the
Very
tree
popular.
directly home
That
from
was
Beauty
Lynette's
to
house,
Beaver?
but it used to be green.
Or that the
They
purple
repaint
house
them
coming
all
up
so
on
that
the
they can
left,
reuse
that
them
was
for music
1313
videos and commercials and all different kinds of stuff. So this is Wisteria Lane.
But
Welcome.
once again,
Have a fantastic day.
Come on, guys!
Have a fantastic night.
Woo!
Have a day all right.
That was so fun, and I especially love the King Kong because
Yep.
Peter Jackson, a Kiwi, directed it. Always good.
Yeah, and you know, King Kong's a CGI animal.
Yeah,
But there
I
are
think
real
so.
life, probably. But there are real life animals in films too, like these little guys. We've got Jane here and Mr. What's his name again?
Mr.
Scope. Mr. Scope. Now, Guinea Pig's been in heaps of movies like Dr. Dolittle and all sorts of films. We've also got Logan here. What's up, dude? Logan was in Man of Steel, and there's Ilsa over here who was in Beverly Hills Chihuahua. So these guys, I'm feeling a bit starstruck around these dogs.
I know, there's some pretty famous dogs. Now, here at Universal Studios, they train up animals, all sorts, so they can be used in films and TV series, and also for a show that they put on, which is so, so cute. And one of the animal trainers is John here. John, thank you very much for joining us. Now, I've always wanted to know, animals for TV and film, do they get cast like humans in an audition?
It's pretty similar. It's something that we call a showing, which is similar to a human audition. We basically take the dogs down so the producers and directors can meet them, and then they look at them, hence the name showing, and then they kind of narrow it down. So let's say we take 10 dogs, they might narrow it down to 5, which then they'd have a callback, if you will. And then we bring those 5 back, and then they look at those 5, and then maybe they narrow it down to 3, and then 2, and then depending on how many dogs they're trying to cast, we'll eventually cast the final number.
Wow.
So it's very similar to a human audition.
And there's a variety of animals in the show, like birds and pigeons. How do you train a pigeon? How long does that take?
It's actually a lot of manual labor and it's very monotonous. So a lot of animals like patterns, they like a job to do. So it's getting them, showing them the job to do what you want them to do. And in the case of pigeons, we want them to fly from point A to point B, and then you need to show them that. And then of course you need to make sure they do it correctly. So you start out close, you work your way back, and you do it hundreds and hundreds of times until they do it every single time.
Let's have a whole lot of treats then.
Never mind the pigeon. How do you train a guinea pig?
It's almost identical to the pigeons. Very similar type of thing. We start out close to where the end part is. I mean, look at it in the sense of like when you want a snack or you want some sort of motivation or something, you go to that location, right? Whether it's a refrigerator, if you go like you play video games, you go to a TV. So you find what motivates the animal and you show them that. You're like, hey, this is cool, come over here and play with that. They're like, oh my God, I love that. And they run over there, and then you gradually increase the distance. So from this point, they run across the whole stage. So they end over here, they start over here. We started out really close. 5 months later, we made it all the way over here, and they run the full distance. So they like patterns, they like something to do.
In the films, obviously, these guys are working with real-life actors. Do the actors ever get really attached and want to take them home?
You'd be surprised. We've done a lot of movies, such as Marley and Me. We used a lot of puppies in those films, and we were fortunate enough because a majority of the cast and crew actually adopted the puppies.
Oh, awesome.
So yeah, it helps us out, and it's a nice way to find good homes.
Totally.
Now, I know a lot of the viewers at home will have dogs and cats. How long does it normally take to train them to a level that they would be good enough for movies and TV
I mean,
shows?
every dog, every
Hello.
animal learns at a different rate. Obviously we have animals that work together that may never see each other in a normal situation. So all of those things are factors that we have to take into consideration as trainers. So doing a live show in front of a bunch of people is a huge factor as well. I mean, many people have pets of their own and they can do a number of cool tricks in their bedroom or in their house, but you take them out and you give an audience of like 10 people and the dogs don't do anything.
Freeze
So
up.
a majority of what we do is just getting our animals used to what we might find on a set, which is we never know. So we like to expose them to as many things as possible, and that's really the biggest hurdle in training animals for film and television.
John, thank you so much for everything.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks for coming, guys.
And the animals are so cute.
They certainly are. And guys, coming up, we head along to the special effects stage. Plus, we're going to be hanging with Bumblebee and the Transformers.
Yes, and don't forget, you and your family could be winning a trip here to California and also Universal Studios. Make sure you head along to tvnz.co.nz/the 4:30 show to find out how. Do it now. It's an ad break.